Hello everybody and welcome back to the end. It's been a while since we've done one of these challenges. We're trying to set them out to do them a little bit more often, hopefully, fingers crossed. And especially kind of intersperse some of these challenges with the countdowns that we kind of want to do. And we're going to do a challenge, I think, we talked about, we're going to do a challenge for each set that's come out for Hearthstone. Each of these challenges are going to be, should be interesting. But before we get started, we should probably start with a challenge that takes us back to the basics before we do anything crazy. So that's what this is. This is a back to basics challenge. We can only use cards from the basic, classic, and Hall of Fame sets, as well as any reward cards. To put this in layman's terms, any card that was available before Naxxramas is fair game here. So yeah, this is as basic as it gets. Can you build a solid up deck and play it up against another extremely basic deck? Well, we're about to find out. We use some of this as backbones for some of our other challenges. Let's see what happens when we take the backbone and make it the only thing you can play with. Eddie, you ready for this?
Let's take the backbone and make it the only bone. Let's go.
All right. We'll see you on the battlefield. Okay, so for my deck, it's really quite simple. I could think, and I could just try to come up with any crazy deck that features classic, basic, classic, whatever cards. But really, I went back to an old staple that I've been playing since way back when I was playing Naxxramas, Goblins vs. Gnomes, etc. And that is my spell damage deck. Now, it's gone through ups and downs, but it's always had a very similar core, which this deck kind of retains. Now, because also other cards from other expansions have always been part of the deck, and it's never been as strong as it was back after Blackrock Mountain, but it does have this similar core. So I had to actually improvise in a few places, double up on some spells I normally wouldn't have, focus more on those. So there's Arcane Missiles in there, but I decided I would throw in a Pyroblast. I decided I want to go with several finishers, and I had to fill in some space. So I do have my spell damage minions. It's great to have Azure Drake back, but I just have the classics: Ogre Magi, I have my Archmage, Malygos, Thanos, all that stuff, and then of course I have things that get powered up by spells: Mana Worm, Sorcerer's Apprentice to help discount things, and of course Archmage Antoniditis. But I also needed to fill in a few non-spell damage stuff, and without anything like Flame Breakers or the like, I went and just searched around. I figured Violet Teacher is a good fit for this deck, and kind of like what I did with Pyroblast and the spell side, I wanted maybe an additional finisher. I thought about putting several different things in the last slot. I thought about maybe a second Violet Teacher. I thought about, something else. I thought even about maybe going old school mage and kind of going for an Alexstrasza to get the health down if it wasn't already. But my feeling is with these minions, especially since it's a back to basics challenge, I should be able to get his health down low enough that I will not need Alexstrasza. Same reason why I'm not really playing Ice Block. I just want to hit him hard and I want to hit him fast. I'm probably going to go a little more Tipo-Magey with that. And because of that, I felt I wanted just an additional finisher. Yes, I have Archmage just to create more fireballs. I have Malygos to, again, synergize with all the rest of the spell damage and up the damage to my spells, of course. And, of course, I decided I would be packing Pyroblast. But I just wanted something a little bit more. I wanted another out. And for a back-to-basic challenge, how more basic can you get than Ragnaros as another potential finisher? So, yeah, I've tried a few things, double polymorphs to pretty much stop whatever he's throwing at me, but we're dealing with basic and classic cards. There's not a lot of huge power level threats you can really bring against me. And I have a feeling that at the end of the day, Eddie is going to go with Paladin, because he has fond memories of his old Paladin deck, and he's going to go back to the basics as much as I've gone back to the basics with my deck. So I think that against Paladin, this deck essentially can win. If he brings a surprise, I think this deck might have a chance, but I'm going to have to switch it up and see whether I need to play in a more control-oriented method or tempo method. This is all going to come down to if I am able to switch up my play. If I'm able to do that, I have a good shot here. So we'll see what happens.
Alright, what's up? So, for me, on my end, Bob says he's like, I think I know what you're going to be bringing and playing, so I'm just gonna throw a curveball in his general direction and go with some Warlock. So, here's the deck. And if anything, it is back to the basics. So, we'll see how things play out, shall we? Here we go.
Oh, okay. I was not expecting that. I seriously thought with your love of Paladin, you would go Paladin here.
Nope.
Let's see.
If anything, it's more or less, oh, Bullfix, he's got me, nailed down. Nah, I'm gonna throw a curveball his way.
Which will be hilarious, because if you end up losing because you wouldn't go with what you're familiar with. I think
Oh,
I'll
no.
keep that.
No. See, I was already thinking, what can I do to throw Bulb a curveball? Can I go Mage? Could I go this? Can I go that? I just went, you know what, I'm gonna go this.
Well, there's all sorts of old school, old Warlock decks you can go with. So I guess it's gonna be interesting. Okay, you're going Zoo.
Not tender. But what if I want tender?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
How do I want to do this? Yeah, I don't want that.
Oh, of course not.
I'm not ready.
Pay attention, class.
I need to learn. I need to learn.
Crush. No.
Interesting choices there.
I have no time for games.
Oh, we cannot have that.
We can.
Nah.
I'm ready to I shall do as you say.
Bye-bye.
I shall do as you say.
That's why I packed polymorphs.
Dingo. Yeah.
Alright, let's see if we have anything to take care of that.
I'm ready to learn.
Instruction begins.
I shall do as you say.
me see.
Me?
I shall do as you say.
He shall do as I say.
It is, little man. It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
What could it be? What could it be? There's so
I'm
many
feeling
secrets
it's...
in Mage. There you go.
Yeah, I figured it was that.
Let me
know
see.
what?
What do I want to do here?
Almost out of time.
Well, that makes things easier, doesn't it?
I shall do as you say, shall do as you say.
That makes things a lot easier. Hmm?
Is it?
There goes your second soul fire. There goes my second counter spell. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Debate.
Well, you can bait me all day long. That doesn't mean it's going
No.
to do anything. Huh?
So many.
I'm debating between two things.
I know.
These two moves.
Pick the
I think I'll go with
dumbest
this
one.
My fire be
That's a fairly good move.
Oh!
Let me counter.
Aha!
Aha! Life tap. Come on, life tap.
Ugh, that hurts.
Tadingo! Yeah.
Uh, just switch to this here. I don't wanna wait for our lives to be over. Come on, Rag, what are you going to do?
He's either gonna save me this game or it'll be the
Yeah, I thought about playing my Rag a turn earlier, but I'm going.
No.
I kind of want. Okay, you're going to go Draxus. Okay.
I can't put this game fully in his hands.
Oh, sure you can.
You know, I couldn't trust him.
You are.
Dunk. Come on, dude, let's go. You got a lucky shot. 1 in 3 chance. Let's go.
No, I take this and I win it.
Who dares summon me?
You know, I put a Pyroblast in this deck. Why didn't I draw it?
Woo!
Need a little bit more spell damage, but to the victor goes the spoils.
Man, I was sweating that one. Cause I'm like, do I do this or I do that? And it's just like,
Zulok had a bit of an edge, especially since I didn't really have some early game plays. So,
yeah.
if I would have had some of the spells to remove the Zulok's threats early on, maybe this would have turned out differently. You did play around those counter spells, so there you go.
I did. Cause I'm like, that just gotta be it. I was expecting, like, I was expecting you to just say screw it and play like some hunter, but at the same time it's like, yeah, he's got a thing for spell damage mage. When I decided everything start to develop, I'm like, yeah, that's what he's going with.
I decided to go with the classic version of spell damage mage. To me, there could be no other choice. And if you knew anything about how I run spell damage mage, you would have known those were counter spells. I did consider putting an ice block in the deck, and decided against it. And Ragnaros was actually one I decided later on because I was trying to figure out, because it just goes to show you how few the bones are actually, it does have a very solid backbone based on the basic and classic set, but then again, you can't really build the whole thing out of basic classic cards because you start to run out of options. So you have to start going, okay, what do I put in here? And so I had like one slot left, and I was trying to figure out what I want to put in. And I actually went between, what do I want to revive a teacher? I actually thought about Alexstrasza going classic, with trying to get your health down to 15 or whatever. But I decided, you know what? Screw it. Let's put another late game potential out, and went with Rag. Because, why? You kind of have to. I did consider, though, going with Ice Block at one point, throwing an Ice Block in there, but I decided I would try Pyroblast as another late game out, especially since you know with enough spell damage how high I can get that thing.
Oh yeah, and that's why, if anything, I was like, because I had a Shadow Bolt in my hand, as you saw when it came out through the discard. I'm like, do I throw it against that Malagos, or do I just say screw it and just go full on head, because it's just like, do I leave this game on the backbone of Rag? And it's like, no, screw it, we're just gonna go for it and pray. And as you can see, it turned out well.
Yep.
I love throwing curveballs your way because you never expect to see them coming either.
Although one of these days your attempt to just try to curveball me might just backfire.
It might. Actually, it has already. Because I played Freeze Mage that one time. You thought I was going to play something else, and then it bit me.
Yeah.
And you beat me. So it already has bit me this one time.
Yeah.
But,
well,
this time, no.
Next challenge should be interesting. I guess the question is, will we get to that next challenge before it's time for our year of the Mammoth Send-Off? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. We're going to try to do some more challenges in the future, and yeah, maybe Eddie can just stop winning.
Hey, you won the one!
Yeah, but we need to make it even a little bit. We need to even things up. But yeah, anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys!